Okay. And who's Fetty Fargo? Answer, it was me. Question, who was that? So was that was that how you identified yourself on Facebook? Answer, kinda, sorta. Question, who were you having these conversations with? Answer, right now it looks like I'm talking to myself, like I was texting. I don't know who I sent it to. Question, do you see where it says participants? Answer, okay, so texting Melly. Question, that was page 1. I'm going to now publish to page 2. I'll publish it in part since it's a little small. Can you see that in front of you? Answer, yes. Question, I'm going to scroll up. What was the purpose of you having this conversation with Melly? Janelle Demons. Answer, I don't know. Just everything was questioned. Question, when you got to Gifford, were you looking for answers? Answer, not just me. Question, were people kind of pressing you for answers? Answer, correct. Question, and did they have any impact whether or not you reached out to Melly? Answer, I don't know what you mean by that. Question, so again, you said that people were looking for answers. So did you reach out to Melly looking for answers? Answer, I did. Question, is that the gist of that conversation on Facebook? Answer, is that just? Question, meaning the gist of the conversation was that the purpose behind the conversation and the general conversation that you had with him? Answer, yes. Question, do you know who Jamie King is? Answer, I don't know who she is. I know of her. Question, do you know her relationship? Answer, his mom. Question, do you know the relationship between Jamie King and Anthony Williams? Answer, I don't. Question, if I were to show you a copy of your statement, would that refresh your recollection? Answer, nope. Question. Sorry, Ms. Smith, and 1 moment to confer. Nothing further at this time. The court, counsel, thank you. Any cross-examination of this witness? Mr. Howard, yes, sir. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The jurors, good morning. Cross-examination by Mr. Howard. Question. Good morning, Mr. Glass. Mr. Howard, Your Honor, do you mind if we could move the monitor from in front of the witness's face? The witness, I do, I mind. Mr. Howard, okay. Would you mind, Your Honor? The court, I don't mind. Is there a specific issue that you have, Mr. Glass? The witness, I do. Ms. Smith, Judge, can we approach sidebar? This is direct continued cross-examination by Mr. Howard. Good morning, Mr. Glass. Good morning, sir. Answer. No verbal response. Question. There was no response to this. Answer, no. Question, to your text on the first page. Answer, no. Question, on the second page, the state was discussing that essentially you were inquiring of Mr. Demons, Melly, what had gone on because you were trying to get information. Answer, yeah. Question, and you see a conversation here where you get a response. I want to direct your attention to. Answer, I see it. Question, that statement. It says, I showed them niggas more love than they parents, right? Do you see that? Answer, I do see it, bro. Question, thank you. And the next statement by the next message in sequence is again from Melly. It says, TF, what does that mean? Answer, you tell me. Question, okay, what does that mean? Answer, I don't know. Question, okay, so you were having a conversation and you didn't understand the response? Answer, I don't know what TF means. Question, so you didn't understand that response, correct? Answer, I just said it. Question, okay, then there's another one that says, men, tell them fuck that if they think I did some shit like that. We can go to war. Nigga, you know I would never do nothing like that. Do you see that? Answer, yes, I see it. Question. Okay, so State had mentioned that you got arrested recently and charged criminally, correct? Answer, correct. Question, and on May 30th, not too long ago of this year. Answer, yeah. Question, and one of the charges that was made against you was obstruction of the service of the execution of a search warrant. You're aware of that? Answer, I am now. Question, pardon me? Answer, I am now. Question, so you got charged and you had no idea what you were charged with? Answer, correct. And you are now on pretrial release? Answer, I bonded out, sir. Question, okay. And while you're out on bond, you are of the opinion that if you don't come here, answer, I'll be in jail. That's the only reason. The court, excuse me, what happens is when they make objections, you wait before you answer. Hold on just 1 second. I'm gonna reread that portion. Okay, and while you were out on bond, you are of the opinion that if you don't come here, I'll be in jail. Ms. Smith, objection, Your Honor, relevance. The witness, that's the only reason. The court, excuse me. What happens is when they make objections, just wait before you answer. Objection noted, it's overruled, proceed. The witness, got you. By Mr. Howard, question. You're of the impression if you don't come here and sit in the chair and testify, you're gonna go to jail. Answer, correct. Question. Okay, there are several instances in which Ms. Smith, prosecutor, that questioned you, showed you a statement that you previously gave. Remember that? Answer, yes. And you told us you remember seeing me in the deposition not too long ago. Answer, I said what? Question, you remember seeing me last week on Friday? Answer, yeah, I remember. Question, and you recall at the time that your statement to the detective was a few days after the incident? Answer, you say, do I recall? Question, that's what your recollection was at the time? Answer, yes. Question, a couple of days after? Answer, a couple days after. Question, and now after seeing the statement, you realize that it was 4 months later, right? Answer, you say what? You said what? Question, the statement you gave to police. Answer, you're telling me it was 4 months, or asking me? Question, pardon me? Answer, are you telling me or asking me? Question, I'm asking you. Answer, that don't make sense. If you asking me, I told you it was there. It was 3 to 4 days after they died. Why are you asking me if it was 4 months if I just told you? Question, okay. So in the statement that you gave to police back then, you claimed that you had gone into the red vehicle in the rear seat, right? Answer, that was 5 years ago. To the best of my knowledge, that's what I said. Question, you're saying the statement was a few days after, right? Answer, question, the statement that you gave to the police was a few days after the incident? Answer, yes. Question, and you said then that you had gone into the rear of the red vehicle? Answer, to the best of my knowledge, yes. Question, and then you watched this trial unfold on TV over the last couple of weeks, right? Answer, no. Question, you didn't watch any of this trial? Answer, I watched it, but I didn't watch it unfold or whatever you're trying to say. Question, okay. You watched this on TV, this trial? Answer, on the phone. Question, and you saw a video of yourself get into the red vehicle, right? Answer, correct. Question, and you learned that the statement that you gave a few days ago, a few days after the incident was gone? Let me reread that question. And you learned that the statement that you gave a few days after the incident was wrong? Answer, because I said I was in the back and I was in the front? Question, yes, exactly that. Answer, that piece? Question, yes, that piece. Answer, okay, yeah. Question, you forgot where you sat in the vehicle a few days after? You can answer. Answer. Answer what? Question. That question. Is that correct, sir? Answer. Did I forget? Question. Did you forget? Answer. I could have made a mistake and said I was in the back and remembered that I was in the front. Question. So when you told the law enforcement officers that you had gone into the back of the vehicle a few days after the incident? Answer. That's what I thought to the best of my knowledge. Question. That's what you thought? Okay. And when you got to Melly's house that morning, you had a key? Answer. Did you have a key? Question. No, I didn't. Did you? Answer. No, I didn't. Question. Who had a key? Answer. I don't know. Question. Do you know of anybody having a key to Melly's house? Answer. I don't know. Question. Okay. But you did gain entrance to the house that morning after you left the studio. Answer. Yeah. Question. And then you said you just went and crashed and went to sleep in Judy's room, right? Answer. Factual. Question. And you were awakened by your friend Drew? Answer. I did not say that. Question. Were you awakened by your friend Drew? Answer. I said I was awakened by phone calls. Question. Did you ever make a statement differently where you claimed that you were awakened by Drew? Do you understand the question, sir? Answer. I don't even remember getting asked a question. The court, all right, restate your question. Question. Did you ever make a statement to the police? Answer. I don't recall. Question. Okay, do you recall now being asked this question and giving this answer? Question by the detective. Then, and so when you first saw Drew, when did you see him? Where did you see him at? Your house or Frida's house? Answer. At the house in Miramar, at Melly's house, okay? He woke me up. It was like, come to the hospital. You said that? Answer. I don't recall. Question. Don't recall? All right. When we spoke to you last week, you said you were awakened by phone calls from Christopher Thomas's mom, right? Answer. Plenty of phone calls, different people. Question. Pardon me? Answer. Different people. Question. Different people. And the one that you answered was Ricky. So you were awakened by a phone call from Ricky. Answer. To the best of my knowledge. Question. So as you recall it today, Ricky is the one that woke you up with phone calls and not Drew that woke you up in person. Answer. Correct. Question. Okay. So you smoke a lot of marijuana, right? Answer. Possibly. Question. You smoke it anytime you get a chance, I think is how you phrased it. Answer. It's your answer. Yeah. Question. That was your answer. Answer. I smoke when I smoke. Question. You smoke when you smoke? Answer. Yeah. Question. And when's that? Answer. When I smoke. Question. And when would that be? Answer. When I smoke. Question. How many times a day? Answer. Twice, 3 times maybe. Question. And on the night in question, before you got to the studio, on the day in question, you had smoked at least 2 joints, right? Answer. That's your guess. Question. That's what you said, right? Answer. I don't recall. Question. Okay. And when you got to the studio, you were smoking, correct? Answer. Possibly. Question. Were you or weren't you? Answer. That was 5 years ago. Question. You forgot? Answer. I don't recall. Question. And you were drinking Hennessy, I believe, or do you not recall that either? Answer. It's possible. Question. Possible. But you don't recall. Answer. I don't. Question. Okay, so you don't recall much from that night then, do you? Right? Fair? Answer. Right. Question. And when you got in the red vehicle and left, you went to sleep in the vehicle when you left the studio, right? Answer. Yeah. Question. And you didn't wake up until you got to the guard gate? Answer. I woke up when we came to a stop. Question. You did not wake up until you got to the guard gate. Am I right or wrong? Answer, I woke up when we came to a stop. It was at the guard gate, yes. Question, have you ever seen track with a gun? Answer, it's possible. Yes, maybe so. Question, okay, you don't know of any friction between Melly and Anthony Davis at any time? Anthony Williams at any time? Answer, not that I know of. Question, and you don't know of any friction between Melly and Christopher Thomas at any time? Answer, not that I know of. Question, you didn't see any friction at the studio that night of any kind, did you? Answer, I didn't. Question, you did? Answer, I didn't. Question, with respect to your daily marijuana regimen, did you smoke before you came here today? Answer, I did not. Okay, I have nothing further, Judge, thank you. The witness, I should have. The court, counsel, is there any redirect, Ms. Smith? Briefly, your judge. Briefly, Your Honor. Redirect examination by Ms. Smith. Question, Mr. Glass, did you live in Broward County back in October of 2018? Answer, I did not live here. Question, okay, when did you come in relation to this incident in Broward County? Answer, I was picked up probably, I don't know, I was picked up on the weekend or something like that. Question, so how would you, I guess, date how long you were here prior to the incident, time frame? Answer, 3 days, 2 days. Question, okay, so you were not a full-time resident of Melly's residence? Answer, I was not. Ms. Smith, nothing further. This witness excused? Yes, Your Honor. You may step down.
That concludes the readback of the witness fellow Glass's testimony, so you may now retire and continue with your deliberations. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Let the record reflect the jury stepped out. Counsel remain on defendant. Counsel, I have another question that the jury posed when they came in for readback. And the question reads, what is the conversion to 1 meter equals how many feet?
Rely upon the testimony. Rely upon the testimony.
Everybody agrees?
Yes, sir.
Can I do that just in writing here? Is that all right with everybody?
That's fine. Oh.
It's all good, Chuck.
I'm sorry.
They might end up cooking them for it.
I think you should say you must rely upon the testimony.
That's what I started to write.
I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
I'm sorry. What did you just say? Could I get that typed up?
More than once I'll say it. You must rely upon the testimony. Anything else you want to say? Stay, all right?
That's fine, right?
Yeah, they might end up cooking them. I don't know, man. I mean, but like they say, you have to have. I mean, you have to. They have to prove it up with upon a reasonable doubt. So he might get off because they don't have physical evidence. They don't have the gun. The phone, cell phone records were kind of questionable. and they don't have any DNA evidence. So, um, I don't know, man.
No, I mean, give 30 minutes, that's fine.
Yeah, I definitely think he's guilty.
All right, is that good with you, Madam Chair? All right, so we need to avoid it. All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
For recess.
Somebody said he's guilty. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like he's guilty from what the prosecutors were, the evidence they were presenting with like the as far as like the bullets and where the shell casings being found inside the car, trajectories of the bullets and where the victims were hit and whether or not they were shot after there was a thing that they said that basically the victims were shot inside the car. They drove to another location, parked, got outside, and shot the car up basically to stage the drive-by shooting. So um, they're basing this off of, I guess, if you want to put it in court terms, it's kind of not really. They don't really have any solid evidence. It's all speculation. And that's really what the defense is playing off of. They're like, you guys don't have any solid evidence. And we have witness statements saying that YNW Melly wasn't in the car or he switched cars and that he was at a whole nother location when the drive-by happened. So I don't know, man. It's down to the wire right now. So the jury is deliberating right now. They went over the witness statements and testimonies. And I don't know, man. We're gonna see. Hopefully, we'll find out today. Shouldn't take that long, but this has been going on for a couple of weeks now. So
we are going to start taking your questions now. So keep them coming to us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, and Threads, and we'll get to as many of them as we can. Michael.
All right, man. I'm gonna tap out for now. Looks like we got about 5 hours until they come back. Hopefully I don't miss it. So I'm gonna tap back in around the time that they come and hopefully read the verdict. And y'all keep on commenting, subscribing, liking. Appreciate you guys tapping in with me, man. Check out the other video. I got part 1 with the if you guys want to see the other statements, the previous statements that came up.